So hello everyone, I welcome you all in this course, Design of Steel Structures. The code of this course is TC701 and we will discuss the entire course, outcomes, syllabus and everything in the upcoming classes. But before that I would like to tell you the beautiful story that how does this course is going to help you. Actually, when we talk of some new course, let us understand how it came into existence. So, as you know, this course is entitled as Design of Steel Structures. So here you are going to study those structures which are made of steel. When I heard of steel for the first time, I was really confused that what is this steel? Is it the same steel which is being used in the kitchenwares, in the houses? क्या हम उन बर्तन वाले स्टील की बात कर रहे हैं? तो no, not that. That steel is called stainless steel. And that is a part of steel. If I discuss from metallurgical point of steel, steel is an alloy of iron with the carbon. Carbon is very important. The percentage content of carbon in the iron is going to influence a lot of mechanical properties of iron. That we will discuss also. Beside carbon also there are many other elements which are present in the steel. Out of which some may act as an impurities and some may act as a helpful agent. So coming back to our story. Suppose you are an individual or you have an agency and you want a new structure. You felt a need. आपको बनानी है एक structure and you have to get or collect some funds, sufficient amount of fund. Then after collecting fund, what is your next job? You have to go to an architecture and that architecture will plan the layout of your building which is going to satisfy not only your physical requirements but also the structure should be aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. And जब हम बात करते हैं बहुत ही pleasing बनाने की तो ऐसा नहीं कि हमारे पास पैसे बहुत सारे हैं और हम चाहें तो जितना मन लगा दें, तो नहीं. The structure should also be इकोनॉमिकली फिजिबल कि जितना हमारे यहाँ फंड है उसको भी सेटिस्फाई कर सके. तो ओनर की फंड को देखते हुए आर्किटेक्चर एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर डिजाइन करेगा विच विल सेटिस्फाई द फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द ओनर और एजेंसी एंड इट विल बी वेरी ब्यूटिफुल टू द आईज ऑफ द पब्लिक and it will also be economically feasible as per the balance of the owner. And that structure, whether it is possible to be manifested, it has to be decided by another person, and that person is called structural engineer. That is where the role of B people come. B as a civil engineer. Structural engineer will see into the plan and what are the possible modification that has to be brought, and he has to suggest both the architecture and the owner or the contractor who is going to construct the building. So in this entire story of bringing a structure, we see how much the central role of a structural engineer is there, because he must have to have the knowledge of everything in the past and in the present and what it is going to be in the future. As we move forward in the story of building a structure, a structural engineer has to do two things. The first one is called analysis, second one is called design. You all know that civil engineering has 6 departments: structural, environmental, transportation, geotechnical, geomatics and hydrology. So all the courses that you have studied in a structural department, they are as below. The first course was strength of material or basic mechanics of a structure. That course is an elementary course where you come to know the basic terms of civil engineering regarded in relation with structures like shear force, bending moment, torsion, different kinds of beams, different kinds of loads, different kinds of supports, deflections, beams, columns, trusses, frames, everything. After that elementary course, we studied structural analysis in 2 different courses, structural analysis 1 and structural analysis 2. And there we studied different kinds of methods of analyzing a structure, beams, trusses or frames, like moment distribution method, slope deflection method, direct stiffness method, Muller-Breslau law principles, influence line diagrams, and for trusses there are two methods, method of joints and method of sections. Like that, there are many principles that we have studied, and along with structural analysis we also put two courses of a structural design, and that is called RCC 1 and RCC 2, that is design of reinforced cement concrete structures 1 and 2. And in that you have studied the design of beams, singly reinforced, doubly reinforced, design for shear, torsion, columns, and steps, slabs, and then also we studied in the RCC 2 pre-stressed concrete, a different kind of concrete in which pre-stress is there, and three moment theorem, design of tank, and earthquake resistant design of structures. But in this final year we have kept this course intentionally which is called design of steel structures. अब देखिए ये एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर होने वाला है जिसमें क्या यूज होने वाला है, स्टील, and we are completely going to focus on the design of different kinds of steel elements, and that we will discuss very soon. So just like in RCC you have the Indian standard code IS 456 2000 that you can use. So similarly in this course we have to go through the given IS code, IS 800, and this code you can download it from the internet, and if not from there I have uploaded it on the Moodle also. From there you can download, and all the formulas that we are going to discuss in this course, whatever specifications, rules, everything has been taken from here, IS 800. The formulas that is mentioned in this course are mostly empirical, and do not ask me any proof of those formulas that is there, but of course I will tell you whatever necessary proofs that can be given to justify these formulas. Okay, coming back from the code, let us come to the role of structural designer. Now the structural designer has to make final calculations to ensure the safety and serviceability of the structures, and in due course the knowledge of steel is very important. Why it is so important? Because steel has created wonder in the history. To give you certain proofs, here are some of the spellbounding structures. This is Eiffel Tower in Paris, and this is Howrah Bridge of India, and this is Petronas Tower of Malaysia. This is Golden Gate Bridge of USA, and this is Fourth Bridge in UK, and this is Empire State Building in USA. So how this structure could become possible? Just because of introduction of steel into the construction. Because steel has a huge strength, 10 times the strength of concrete. और देखिए स्टील की सबसे अच्छी बात ये है कि इसकी स्ट्रेंथ तो ज़्यादा होती है और साथ ही साथ वेट क्या होती है, बहुत ही कम होती है. जैसे आपको एक बीम ढालना है तो बीम की एक अपनी स्ट्रेंथ होगी, पर बीम की अपने आप में वेट भी काफी ज्यादा है, तो डेड लोड तो बिल्डिंग की अपने आप ही बढ़ जाती है. कंक्रीट कंस्ट्रक्शन करने से डेड लोड ऑफ बिल्डिंग तो आधा बिल्डिंग का ही लोड हो जाता है, तो ये लोड क्या लेगा हम समझ सकते हैं. बट स्टील हैज वेरी लार्ज स्ट्रेंथ टू वेट रेशियो. Strength is very high and weight is very less. Then you have to go for steel constructions, and this is very economical for high-rise buildings and long span structures like bridges. And the construction of a steel structure is also very fast. कैसे जल्दी हो जाता है? Since you do not need to construct a framework, shuttering as you do in concrete works, and since the time required in construction is less, so automatically the structure is going to be economical. Now we know that concrete is a brittle material. It is also weak in tension. Although concrete is very good in compression, I agree this in comparison with steel also. So if we talk of steel, steel is not just a robust material, very strong material, but it is also ductile. और हम क्या चाहते हैं कि हमारा स्ट्रक्चर न केवल स्ट्रांग हो बल्कि डक्टाइल भी हो। देखिए डक्टाइल मैंने पिछले कोर्स में आपको बताया था अर्थक्वेक रेसिस्टेंट डिजाइन में कि स्ट्रक्चर सिर्फ स्ट्रांग हो और अगर रिजिड होगा तो जब अर्थक्वेक आएगी ना तो रिजिड चीजें हिल जाएगी और वो जल्दी आसानी से टूट जाएंगी, ठीक है। और अगर स्ट्रक्चर डक्टाइल है, डक्टाइल मतलब कि अगर अर्थक्वेक आ रहा है तो स्ट्रक्चर इस तरीके से सेक कर सकता है। और इसके लिए मैंने कुछ प्रोविजंस बताए थे, हाउ द stirrups is made, those provisions of earthquake resistant design given in the codes IS 1893, 13920, IS 4326, etc. So if you provide those provisions in your structure will be ductile as well as strong. But the steel is both. It's ductile also and it's robust also. So it withstand the earthquake loading very nicely. और जब बिल्डिंग यूज में आने लग जाता है देन इन द सर्विसेबल कंडीशन आल्सो वी कैन रिपेयर और रेट्रोफिट द स्टील एलिमेंट्स वेरी इजीली. इट्स नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट. यू कैन इजीली रिमूव अ पार्ट फ्रॉम द स्टील कंस्ट्रक्शन. यू कैन रीस्ट्रेंथन इट, और अगर टेढ़ा हो गया तो सीधा कर दो, और अगर कुछ खराब हो गया तो बदल दो. इवन द स्क्रैप वैल्यू, कबाड़े की भी वैल्यू ना स्टील की बहुत ज्यादा है. तो पूरी की पूरी लाइफ साइकिल अगर देखें स्टील की, फ्रॉम कंस्ट्रक्शन, मेंटेनेंस, रिपेयर एंड डिसमेंटलिंग, देन वी कैन से द टोटल लाइफ कॉस्ट ऑफ स्टील इज वेरी वेरी लेस देन दैट ऑफ कंक्रीट. एंड वन थिंग दैट वी कैन बी वेरी रिलायबल ऑफ, दैट द स्टील कंस्ट्रक्शन will be really safer because the steel is produced in the factory where the quality control is very high. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई लोकल कॉन्ट्रैक्टर या फिर वर्कर या लेबर उसे फील्ड में बना रहा है, कंस्ट्रक्ट कर रहा है, और हम जानते नहीं कभी कोई भी चीज कहीं पे भी फेल हो सकती है. एंड वी नो इन द फील्ड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल क्या होती है. हम सभी ने देखा है कि कैसे पब्लिक बिल्डिंग्स थोड़े से भूकंप बाढ़ में खत्म हो जाते हैं. बट हाँ, हम कंक्रीट की बुराई नहीं कर रहे. एवरीथिंग हैज इट्स एप्लीकेशन इन डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस. If we require to construct a small residential building, then we do not have to go to steel construction. We have to choose concrete. Besides these amazing advantages of steel construction, structural engineer is also faced with three very important concerns that comes along the way of steel construction, and that really require extra attention on every aspect. And the very first one is corrosion, second one is fire resistance, and third one is fatigue failure. So the knowledge of all these three things are also very important. So whatever we have discussed today, we will discuss it in more details in our upcoming video series. So stay safe and stay tuned. Have a nice day. We will meet very soon in the next video. Thank you.